What it do, my
What
nigga?
it do? What it do? This your man She, man.
Robbie Kine here. Had a little
Yeah,
difficult
this to the point. This to the point podcast. Listen,
talk.
tap in,
Yo.
everybody. We on. It's 8 o'clock sharp. It's 8 o'clock sharp. You know what I mean? All right, re-up real quick, Kai. The
Yeah,
re-up. What's the re-up, brother?
yeah, him lip it right
What they
there.
Sam Talal? What's up, baby girl?
Yeah, the re-up was on the re-up was I think it was we was on what's the difference between the rat and telling
Right,
talking about
right,
as far as like, you know what I mean, like how people get caught in situations and they might be a clergyman, they might be a real librarian or stand-up citizen, good Samaritan. And they get caught
right,
in some stuff, and they have to, you know, they might got some ties that they think they shouldn't untie or some clothes they've been walking by.
right,
Now they forced and back against the wall because some things happen, and they
right.
got to go tell. They ain't ratting. They looking the person dead in the eyes and saying, man, listen, man, I got to go tell what happened
Right.
because A, B, C, and D. And they're going to deal with the consequences from the other side.
You saying from a good Samaritan perspective.
Right. You know what
Somebody
I'm
do
saying?
something to their family, for instance.
Right.
A old lady, hard working old lady, she ready to retire, 60 something years old. All she do is drag out to work, come back home, real honest, never
Right.
did no dirt.
Right.
Uh, Somebody hurt of her son, for instance.
Right.
You know, she witnessed it or she know she ain't supposed to say nothing else. That's snitching. That's what they saying.
I think the streets would try to carry that way. You know, nowadays they say every little thing is snitching and ratting. You know,
Yeah, but that's what they say. But we know
yeah,
that's their narrative. We know what the real.
right.
We come from the origin of it, so we know the real definition.
Yeah, see, the real definition, like I was saying before, these rule school books they playing by now,
Right,
they got a whole new rule in school books they reading up, but they don't even know how to read that well.
right.
You know what
Tap
I'm
in,
saying?
y'all. We on.
So,
Tap in.
so they find ourselves, our age, right, in like quarters like a little, I don't want to say catch 22, but we call it like being not in the mix.
Everybody tap into the
You
live. We
already
on. 8 o'clock.
automatically in the mix.
Right,
You know what I mean? Now, take a situation like this. A person who ain't never have nothing to do with anything.
right,
This dude played ball, college guy, never even puffed the weed.
right,
You know what I mean? He married man now, 3 kids. You know what I mean? But he tucked away off somewhere else. You know what I mean? And somebody tap out on somebody he loved. He witnessed. He right there on the spot.
right,
You know, he ain't no gorilla guy. He don't not handle it that way, the street way. He don't come from that. You know
right,
what I mean? He ain't no pussy or nothing like that. You know
right,
what I mean? He ain't none of that. You know what I mean?
right,
Don't get to do the fair. We probably knock the average dude out. You know what I mean?
right,
What it is he's now pressed against the wall because he don't walk that side of the street. He must be payment guy.
right,
But this way he crossed the line at because he got the even if some best way he know how. So that's telling. Because he gonna go right to them people and say, listen, I'm telling what happened and y'all gotta handle it the way y'all wanna handle it.
right, right.
He ain't ducking and hiding, he ain't going to witness protection program,
But
none of
like,
that shit.
but
He
remember I
ain't doing
mentioned,
none of that.
but remember I mentioned, right, which is the key point, right?
Yeah,
And this is a very touchy issue, you know what I mean? But when a person like that, he don't
right,
walk that side of the fence and they commit to that, right? They gotta understand them parameters as well. You feel what I'm talking about? And what happens is, like you said, they're forced into a place by circumstance that they don't really shouldn't have been. You feel me? So the decision making at that point on that individual gonna be hard, man.
Right.
Because if they commit to telling, for instance, say they commit to telling, now you got another issue going on. We gotta knock the witness off. That's the star witness.
Right. That's the
Now
other
now
side.
you put yourself in this arena and you don't know nothing about this arena.
Nah.
Then you got goons coming at you. You
All
got
kind of
stuff going
ways. They
on
ain't
at
on a
you.
witness protection program. They ain't
It's
taking that.
goofy.
You know what I mean? See what I'm
Allah
saying?
forbid, right? That guys get that people get put in that predicament, because that's a vicious predicament, man.
It is. Some people get tapped out on that predicament, but then you
Yeah,
got some people who really got to stand up on their principle. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? They principle be like, damn, if I don't say nothing,
Yeah, you
they
just walk
might
away
tag me
tagging my
anyway. You know what I mean?
folks.
They might tag me anyway. I ain't saying nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then if I say something, I got this dark cloud over my head. But you gotta keep this in reference. I'm not talking about me, you, people like us. I'm talking about a real good dude. He
Of
might be the
course.
dude that went to church every day of his life.
Right.
I mean, he was up on his grandmom, you know what I mean, sucking on the barrel of his life, so to speak.
But you
He
know,
ain't do
like
nothing.
the
He never
reason
even got a
why,
jaywalking before. You know what I mean?
right,
And but this same dude, he ain't no chump. But he ain't Tonka tough, so to speak. You understand?
right,
And he find himself in this predicament, them dudes is going to tell, man.
yeah.
I mean, them type dudes is not, I don't think that's ratting. I
Cause
mean,
I'm gonna tell you
I don't
another
think that's
thing, right?
ratting.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. The whole court on the street, that only for a certain cut type cat too. You know what I'm saying? A cat that say, I'm a whole court on the street. I ain't telling. I'ma
No,
handle it.
no. I mean, you got some renegade dudes who just don't get nothing, and they blank on everybody talk about they telling, snitching, ratting. Yeah, that's all the blank statement. Like, I mean, you done
But in
signed
the
your whole,
nutshell, that's not. You're saying that's not the ratting or the telling that we know by definition. You know what I mean? That's what you're saying, right?
no, you want me to speak from, how you want me to speak? Because we're living in now, Shake. This I keep trying to clarify to you. I
Right,
understand where we come from, right? Our whole thing we come from, that era, that was a great era, man. We grew up probably in the best hip
right.
hop era, the
What they
best
saying to
old head
law?
era.
Big
We had the
meats.
best teachers showing us the game, teaching us how to play this game of chess. Now
But
we live in,
the rules definitely change, yo.
yeah, and we're living in a changed rule game.
Right,
So we can't really play by our rules, and we definitely ain't playing by their rules. It have to be certain slight adjustments. You
right.
understand? To be in here
See,
with these
my
two
thing
young cats
is,
running around,
what I want to do is, right?
right?
What I want to do is,
Yeah.
uh, they talking about pin the topic.
They said what?
They talking about pin the topic. You know what I mean?
No, pin a topic.
Yeah. Real quick, we just doing what you call a re-up segment. This is a re-up segment, which is a recap of what we was talking about in the last episode,
Right,
and it's about what's the difference between telling, snitching, and all that. You know what I mean?
right,
What's the real definition
right,
for snitching?
right,
Because everybody now got it's a different narrative, but guys like us that's origin from the street, we know the real definition. And a lot of times what they call it today ain't what it really is. Everything ain't snitching is what the bottom line is.
right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right,
See, what I come up on is what I knew a snitch always to be was this. We both do some dirt, or you out here doing dirt, you in the mix, right? You in the mix, right? And one of us get caught, both of us get caught,
yeah,
and start to cooperate with them folks against me. to
Right.
get lesser time. So you could come home and sit me down with the whole John.
Right.
Right? That's snitching. Another John is this, right? You just in the mix. Me and you probably never did no dirt. But you get caught. Cause I seen this shit happen. I seen
Right.
niggas tell
All
niggas tell on niggas in jail that they didn't even
You
know.
know, right?
They'd
Right.
pick a nigga, they'd be a nigga celly and
Right.
pick him for his case. What you in here for?
Right.
And go tell on the folks what he did
Yeah,
and work
he
against
told
him. I seen all kind of rat freak stuff, yo.
Right. See, that's rat fink stuff there,
Yeah,
man.
but that's the stuff that ain't cool, and that's the street definition. The other thing, when a good Samaritan, something going with a good Samaritan, stuff like that, you know what I mean? They don't supposed to be injected in no street principles, man. You know, and that's just the bottom line. So the bottom line of this re-up is the difference between snitching and telling, right? But for the youngins out there, don't put yourself in none of them predicaments that have to deal with that.
You understand?
That's bottom line
The
news.
situation, for real, you should be walking solo dolo.
Right, you know what I mean?
Any type mission situation you find yourself on, and you want to fill out a job application, whatever, you do that solo.
It's a famous joint.
Job application, man.
It's a famous joint, right? Cam used to say you ain't gonna tell on yourself, right?
Right.
I ain't telling on myself,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's what you heard what I just said, right?
Right.
When you go for the job application now, you by yourself, man.
Got you. Got you.
But,
so just understand that right. Somebody said don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That's 100.
Yeah, right. See, that's our school type shit.
Yeah, that's 100.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That joint gonna stay in official forever. You know what I mean?
But they gotta really understand that though, because there's got a lot of dudes kind out here that
these young boys getting 20 and 30 and 40 years.
Because they go kamikaze. Listen to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze.
And then to get to that point.
But see,
and then they telling.
Yeah, right. Listen,
you
right.
be saying, come on,
all
man.
at the same time, right? I love the youth.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I embrace the youth, man.
Right.
They need a hug, for real. You want to hear it from me? They come to the hug from me, man. Real rap.
Yeah, you right.
The youth a hug, man. They need all the love in the world, man. At the same time, someone need a slap in the head. Nice cut, G.
Ain't nothing to it. What's happening, homie?
That's what my grandson say. Say, nice cut, G.
Yeah.
Tighten up, you know what I mean? But for the most part, they need a hug, man. You know what I mean? Don't need to get bashed on talk. That's what I'm saying. A lot of us guys do a lot of bashing, tongue lashing, judging. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they all ain't like that for real. They just don't have no real leader, guidance. You know what I mean? Ain't no fathers in the homes, man. That's a whole nother issue though, Shape. That's the real
we talk about that. Man. We talk about that in another segment, in another episode.
Yeah.
But right now, man, it's time for the cold beverage. Who ready for the cold beverage today?
Yeah. Yeah, I got me some
comments. Y'all want the cold beverage?
I need y'all
listen.
Drink, man.
I need y'all to get hip to these segments too.
Yeah.
We got the re-up, then we got the cold beverage coming.
And I'm gonna ask you something.
Then we got the let me ask you something, John. Let me ask you something. Everybody can go in with the comments and all that. You know, cold beverage counts. The cold beverage for the day, man.
Oh man,
you got one, or you want me to shoot?
I mean, it's always something cold to drink, but if you got something refreshing, let me see.
I was peeping this. I was peeping a couple Johns, right? But I peeped this here. Now I don't know how many the young bucks. Everybody know Snoop Dogg, right?
Right.
I was peeping this here. Days before the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl famous Super Bowl.
I know just where you at with it. You know it's my young boy, but go ahead.
Days before the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Main man bust a power move. And he bought Death Row Records, right?
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking
Death Row Records used to be a joint that was owned by Suge Knight.
Yeah, and
If
some other
anybody know
joint,
about
right?
this cat, and
Right,
he was only an artist signed. Him, Tupac, they was all signed over there with Main
right,
Man, right?
right.
Main Man in jail right now. His business wasn't in order. You know, I heard a few things on the fly from the Bull Whack 100, which used to be his man.
He tried to say he Cracker Barrel, man. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
well, he's saying his business wasn't in order, but at any rate, Snoop Dogg bust a power move
Right,
because it's a power move from where he from, Cali. You know what
right,
I'm talking about? So he bought the joint. He bought
right.
off a company called what is it? MR.
Blackstone or something?
Yeah, it's called MR.
MRC something,
Yeah,
Blackstone.
MRNK, something like that. And they
Affiliated with
was,
some Blackstone, right?
yeah, Blackstone owned them. So it
Yeah,
was like a joint. They had to go through some paperwork, through
yeah,
some red tape.
right,
But he got the joint. He talking about putting you know, his city back on the map. He was on Gilliam joint, right? When he was on Gilliam joint, he was peeking in on it. He's giving everybody a peek in on that. He was saying
right,
it'd be lovely if I owned Death Row.
right, right,
If I would have
right,
owned
right. I
Death
heard him
Row,
talking around it.
YG,
Right, he was talking around it.
what's main man that got rocked, the good dude, man. What's his name?
Who that?
Nipsey Hussle,
Right,
Kendrick Lamar. He said all them dudes would have been signed to that label
right.
if I would
Wow.
have had that done. You feel
Right,
me? They would have
right.
been all under that wing.
Yeah,
So I think, I'll be honest with you, I think it was a good power move. Oh, I want to interject this too. Suge Knight's son. It was alleged that Suge Knight had some rap about it, right? But I ain't see nothing solid. You feel me?
yeah,
But his son, he had some rap that I peeped, and it was all good. He on board with Snoop.
right,
He
right.
on board with the whole run,
Yeah,
which is cool.
yeah, right. I seen a little clip of that too myself, right? I ain't really get through the whole article, right? But from what I could tell, it was a major move Snoop made, like I said, with that group MRCKN something. They
Yeah,
was affiliated with Blackstone.
right,
It was like a three partner deal.
right.
And I think Snoop is like majority owner now.
Exactly.
So it's his. Know what I mean?
Yup.
And
Power move for Snoop and for LA. You know what I mean?
yeah, so like with that, it's gonna open up now with a whole influx of all new artists.
And
You know
keep
what I
in
mean?
mind, he over there at Death Row. He like in charge of all that over there, as far as
That's
the
what I'm
talent and
saying.
all that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be you can look be assured this summer, here's something deaf coming from the road, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Cause just keep in mind, right? They got a real boy leading that pack on the as far as a business guy. He's not selfish. Yo, Super 100 boy, man. He really 100, man.
Yeah, I
He thorough,
like him. I
he
like
thorough
for him. I
boy,
like
man.
for him.
I
I
mean,
always like
I
Snoop.
mean, he'll give a boy a real chance at the title, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so like,
Snoop, see, I'm gonna tell you something what I
I salute
learned
that
about.
move, Shake. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what I learned about guys like Snoop. I'll be watching them dudes, you know what I mean? Since he came in the game, right? I only seen that one even face with him.
Right,
He ain't got nothing with him except him.
right,
He real transparent.
right,
That's why
right.
some more cold beverage to drink, right? Is the allegations. You heard about the allegations of the bunny?
Which one? Who that?
It was a bunny popped up talking about he scraped her, he raped her or something.
Who?
Snoop, you ain't get that one?
No.
Yeah, this
Lie.
cold beverage too. This right now happening.
Lie.
Yeah, it got a bunny pop up talking about he scraped her
Oh,
back
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. It's one of them type deals, right?
What's that? Oh, she wasn't numb. She
Yeah,
was throwback.
and Snoop
Yeah,
response
throwback,
was
John.
this. Snoop
Throwback.
response was this.
Yeah.
Beware the gold diggers and all the people is the season for the gold, something like that.
Right.
But I say that to say, right?
Mm.
I don't think he a creep like that. Me
No,
following this boy, knowing him since he come in the game,
no,
and what he been selling, he always
no.
had a one even thorough face. His name ain't never been in no dirt like that. He had his name on a Yami. Everybody know that he beat, not guilty. You feel what I'm saying? Years ago.
Yeah,
But I
murder
never
was
heard him on no
the
creep
pavement.
stuff ever. You feel me?
Snoop Dogg solid, man. He granted, man. That boy granted, man. He solid, huh? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? He hold water, ain't no leaks. He none of that. That boy 100 solid, man. And everybody got a pass. But his pass been with his wife for how long now?
Right.
I
Somebody
don't even,
said they respect Snoop because he was the front runner,
I don't
right?
even,
Other than Pop when they did the New York video in New York.
yeah. I don't even think Snoop took advantage of being who he is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He ain't take advantage of that, man. That boy could have laid up reverse layups, slam
Big
dunk
Meats,
every
that's
night.
right. Stay tapped in. You know you're
If
gonna
that's what
get
he
some
wanted to
gems.
do,
You've been around us since you was a buck, man.
who that you talking about? Who that?
Big Meats.
Yo, me, dude, homie, sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like, Snoop, I don't think he even took advantage of his position he was in, man. He could have been laying them up every night. Reverse layup, spin and
Right.
rolls, slam dunks, all that.
Right.
But he married, man. So I later
And
with
not
that,
even the
man.
fact that he married, because you got some creeps that's married. I'm just
Sure you
saying he
do,
ain't a
but
creep.
no, I'm snapping that. But I'm
Right.
saying this, say this. I already said I stamped that he 100, he's solid. Now I said that I don't think he even took advantage of his position. I think his wife and him was cool in their own space, man.
Right.
We think that with Snoop. Now, other married men, I might not say the same thing. Like, I mean,
Right.
I don't think other people as solid as him and what I named Tawana, I think. Him and his wife, I mean,
Right.
they've been rock and rolling since like 10th, 11th grade in high school, man.
Yeah.
They
Fact.
probably had fruit rumbles and everything through the ranks, man. You understand, man? Nothing
Facts.
coming between that.
Yeah,
Man.
if I had to be, a lot of I deem myself to be a good judge in character. I ain't putting that one on Snoop.
Right,
Now I got that flying. I got him spanking that. The chick
right.
trying to get some paper. Some
So,
Jones is just obvious and
so
evident. You know what I
this
mean?
ain't allegations. These are charges that came up.
No, it's allegations right now, but she
Oh,
pushing the
man.
button.
Hey, man, forget them
She
allegations right
pushing the button, man.
now. She leaning on her.
Yeah, she trying to
Yeah,
push
man.
the
You know,
button on
Snoop about,
Snoop, man.
what you say, man? Snoop about to be that hip shit you said earlier about to be, man.
Oh, you
He
talking
about to be a
about a
Billy
Billy
goat, man.
goat.
Yeah, man. He
He
about
about
to
to
be
be a
Billy
Billy
goat, man.
goat, man.
You understand?
Yeah, Snoop about to be a Billy goat. He
How
going to
young
Billy
boy
goat
at, man?
status. You know what I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about?
about yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Billy goat.
Yeah, he right knocking
There's
on the
room up
door.
there.
He knocking on the door.
There's
I
room
mean,
up there, Billy
yeah,
goat. There's a
he
lot
already
of
got
them.
the whiskers. He got them spoken out. I mean,
Be
I love this
billionaire,
shit.
he a billionaire
Listen,
in the
right, Jay?
making, kind.
I love this shit. When I see niggas from my class really grab that, that's what I be talking about with the MC, right?
Right,
Perfect example we was talking about the other day
right,
about best rapping, best MCs and all that.
right.
That's what I mean by that. To me, right, it really plays a major part because this is our thing that we put together.
Reside.
So why we ain't just why we can't be the best rapper that get the most money? Yeah,
Of course. I mean,
why?
it's up for grabs now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been up for
Yeah,
grabs.
go ahead and get it. It ain't always been up for
Yeah,
grabs.
yeah, shit. It
Now,
always been
you
up for
heard
grabs.
Jay-Z, man. I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
The Cold Crush really did it to themselves, man. For real,
Them
man.
niggas, I'm gonna tell you something. The business was rough
Nigga,
back in the day, kind. I don't think them niggas chose to be broke entertainers.
No, I don't think so either, right? But I
Right.
think I think not that they wasn't good businessmen. They was just good rappers.
Yeah. You got to think though, Con. Factor this in, and we have a whole nother joint about this, but factor in the prematurity of the evolution of hip hop. At the time, they probably wasn't trying to get that kind of paper up to them niggas either. It probably wasn't even them type of negotiations. You feel what I'm saying?
I do and I
I
don't.
don't think that money was available back then like that for rappers. You know what I
So
mean?
what it was for non-rappers can get that money like that? Then not.
Yeah, rap was just breaking in,
Oh,
Con. It wasn't
oh,
like, you know what I
but
mean?
hear me out.
It was new.
So was this only for the non-rappers? Because they was getting the billions, all the non-rappers that didn't
I
rap
don't,
that.
who you know back then that was an entertainer in that time and era that was getting a billion? They wasn't getting no money like that, Con. That money came over time. I can't hear you, yo.
Yeah, I said the non-rappers might have been, right?
Right,
Like this. Russell Simmons, he ain't rap, right? But he was in the game.
right.
One of them got 250 million out the deal. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it
Yeah.
wasn't like nobody wasn't getting them. I believe a lot of people was squandering the money they had. I believe they was getting big upfront money and was broke from being broke for the last how many years. They got big bag of money at one time. Was just back. I don't think anybody was investing in real estate. I don't think it was buying their masters back. I don't think the
Some
movies
niggas,
get
some
made back
niggas, yeah,
then.
they ain't know the game. They didn't know the
Right,
game. They ain't know
right.
that
And
game. They probably
ignorance
knew the
ain't
game to buy
ignorance ain't
some
an
property.
excuse, man. That's basically what I'm saying, Shake.
Yeah.
Ignorance ain't an excuse, man. It's not. You out there with the big fish, man. You got to swim. Don't get in that
Right.
water and that big fish talking about you want to swim, and you're not. I mean, you should be in 3 feet.
Listen, somebody figured it out, but what I'm trying to say is it took some time.
Right.
Yeah, somebody, they wind up figuring it out. You hear me?
Because there's a lot
That's
of
why you got all
billionaires
these
now.
billy goats now.
There's a lot of billionaires now,
Yeah,
right?
you got all these billy
They
goats and
pop
all,
like
you know what I mean?
popcorn. They pop up, pop,
And
pop.
I ain't mad at them. I'm trying to
They
be a
pop,
billy
they
goat.
pop like
Wallahi, I'm trying to be a billy goat.
yeah, right. See,
I'm trying to be a billy
remember
goat.
back when you was young boy, $1
Yeah.
million was like that was like a major milestone. Get $1 million.
Now it's a billy.
That's nothing, ain't it?
$1 million is
$1
ain't,
million
ain't no
like
money no more. That's
like
crazy.
that's like a stack, man. That's like getting a stack.
That's like getting
It's
$1.
a stack, man. I mean,
You right.
it's because who said this? I think it was Dame Dash. You get $1 million, you get a house, a car, a watch, treat your girl,
That
mom
money
take her on
gone.
vacation. You busted.
But then you still gotta maintain that house and that car and that watch and that girl.
I said, damn, man. See,
You got all that, right? And you done shot your load,
yeah, right.
you
That
in
ain't
trouble.
cool. That ain't
You
cool.
gotta keep getting money, man.
That's what I be saying, man. That's why I got so much respect for Snoop, cause people counting that boy out the game, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Snoop been kicking murder on these niggas for the longest, though,
Master
Kyle.
P gives Snoop a oop. Hey, ha. Snoop take
Yup.
it, go to the basket.
And he gives Master P the props for that, too.
Right,
He
as he
say,
should. You know what I mean? Because Master, he went out there, Master P told him how to buy a business. Master P probably the one told him how to make this movie made right here. Because Snoop ain't know about no business. He told the truth. Master P one first showed him about a house.
right,
You
right.
understand?
He gave him them props, too.
Yeah. He
But
was
big
giving
up, big
Snoop,
up, big up the
yeah.
Snoop, man. Big
And
up the
big up the
Snoop for
Master
that
P,
power
man.
move. Big up the Snoop for that power move, man.
Right. And
But
big up the
but
Master
Kyle,
P.
I gotta ask you something, man. It's time. I gotta ask you something. It's time.
Right, what's up with it?
It's time. You ready?
What's
I gotta
up?
ask you something, man.
What's up?
Why Philly artists
Right?
always got to go somewhere else to get in the game? And why all these years, everybody everywhere else respect Philly's art enough to sign them and make money off them with them, but Philly don't have the same regard for themselves to keep it in-house like everybody else doing.
Right.
Why ain't nothing here in Philly of an avenue for our own talent and our own art that everybody knows for decades and years been
Right.
in this city because they come searching here for it all the time?
Right.
What you got the answer to that? Why are we so far behind the eight ball as it relates to that?
Yeah. I'm gonna bust together on this real quick, right? It ain't even hard to figure this out, shit. This is the real easy one here.
Right.
We don't have, you know how we say the city of brotherly love?
Right.
This is the city of brother BSGS, man.
The city of BSGS, right?
Yeah, BSGS, man.
Yeah.
And there's no loyalty. And the people that claim they get money here, where is it at? Where the money at? You know what I mean?
They take it elsewhere in bulk, huh?
No, check me out, right? Let me ask the question for you real quick, Shay. What I'm saying is, we can go back to Gamble and Huff, right?
If anybody know who Gamble and Huff is, Philadelphia International.
You know what I mean? Luke Mine.
Luke Mine. That was the first big time record company.
He personal friend of mine.
Right. We know him. I know him very well.
Yeah, right. And I'm talking about way back then. Was that 60, 64, 65? Sometime around then, right? Let's build up the foundation from back then.
Right.
It crumbled. Right? It crumbled under a very weak foundation. Nobody spread it no more love. It didn't grow. It ain't grow no roots. You know what I mean? We ain't branched out nothing else. Never since.
That's due to something.
I just told you what it do to.
Yeah.
It's not receive brotherly love. It's brotherly BSGS.
I agree with you.
And the people that claim they get money here, the money ain't being put in pocket on the music tip. It's not no real, I don't think nobody really believe in our artistry to put their pocketbook here and build up here. They rather take our talent and let somebody else pay for our talent instead of we in-house pay for our own talent.
But see, that I got a problem with that mindset.
Problem with that.
Thinking like
I got
that.
all kind of problems with that.
Now, peep game.
Yeah.
So on a layman level, you saying we're good enough to be great somewhere else, but we're not good enough to be great at and keep it at home? Because these same, if they think that they don't got enough faith in the talent, they got to go back in the Rolodex. There's a lot of great people that came from Philadelphia that everybody know, man.
It ain't the talent, Shay. That's great. That's not the part. It's the confidence to put down and create a record label and keep it fortified, knee deep here.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that's not enough incentive.
That's not enough proof that we can do it. Yes, it is not proof, but it goes back to the pocketbook. Who's willing to take that chance to reach in a pocketbook and get it started?
And that's where the BSGS you talking about come in at.
Exactly.
That's where the not brotherly love come in at.
It's the bullshit, man.
Because I could name, without naming everybody, shit, right? Yeah, I could name about 2 or 3 people, people
all down
that
south,
can put the pocketbook together, had something major going on here.
Gee, can I say something real fast? Them guys out in Houston did it and had so-called MCs and banned through, man.
Cause
Back in
Atlanta took over the
oh,
game
watch
and
this.
been over it ever
No
since.
disrespect or nothing like that, but Paul Wall, them dudes, they can't rap, man. Bottom line, man, I'm a skinny cat, man. Real true facts, you know what I mean? Not for the spit I had from being where I'm from. And I wait up when some Houston guys can rap, but that clique, Rob was riding on Cadillac wheels and all that stuff with the boy name back then. That whole little squad.
Right.
There wasn't no tight rap squad.
They was stealing. He was a grill making boy.
Yeah, I mean, we ride around on grills and all. Oh,
you talking about what's the other boy? Slim Thug?
It was Slim Thug. It was the boy, he had the teeth. He had the crazy song, the crazy flow, but it wasn't never really saying nothing to me, man. It wasn't catch my head. He wouldn't hold me down. I wouldn't push rewind. I ain't think. You
got to the point on that. They couldn't really get at it. They couldn't get at it.
So, but their business was 100, and they believed in themselves. That's what they have that we don't have. We got the spitters. We gonna ain't on a microphone. They'll never get the mic.
But peep the blitz, right?
They gonna pimp us though, cause they business tight, man.
Peep the blitz that Atlanta put down, though.
Yeah, they did.
Atlanta put a major blitz down back then, and the whole blitz was this: unity. We're gonna put us on the map. I believe that was their whole intent, and they've been running with that intent ever since.
Right? Right.
So you feel what I'm saying? So when they did that, they carved a major space out. My thing is, what are we waiting for here? What are we waiting for, man? What are we waiting for? Huh? What the hell is we waiting for?
No.
Everybody got a scuffle to go try to get signed somewhere. And then the Jones that they sign and they inking with folks that's from here, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it to be the real deal yet.
What you speaking? All right, let me speak on some I think is halfway real, might be halfway facts, right? Meek Mill got the dream chasers, right?
Right.
And people business might not be, I mean, he's offering business opportunities, but it might not be the business that people want. You know what I mean?
Right.
People feel though their value is higher than what he's willing to offer. You know
but you gotta start somewhere.
Of course you do.
So I respect. Of
course you do.
Of
course you gotta start somewhere.
I respect him for offering.
You know what I mean?
But he about the only one that's really made some type of attempt.
Who else? No, that's not true. Listen, man.
Oh, see what you're saying. Give it to me. Talk to me.
We had state property here. We had
state property did it, but was state property inking people was just that one squad.
That's all you needed. And
people need jobs. People need an avenue.
People had jobs. No, shit.
We off the joint now. I'm talking about an avenue for all the talent. Now they stop at my crew right here.
No, they stopped right there.
Who else they inked other than the guys we know? Petey Crack, this one, that one.
Let me speak, right? So you can hear me, right? We bumping head, right? All them dudes had an opportunity to open the door for whoever they wanted. If they blew, if Freeway would have went double, triple platinum, he'd have got his own shit. If young Chris could have blew out the water, he'd have got his own thing. If Oskino could have blew up, he could have brought his young boys in.
Oh, so you saying it got to go like that? Everybody got to branch off.
They was bringing in, what's the boy named? Tucker Brown, Buster Brown, something. Neef Brother.
I know you talking about. They Buddha Brown.
Yeah, they was bringing other jokers in.
They had Hydro and them dudes running around with
And that's
Freeway.
who Free was gonna try to bring along with him. But it wasn't Mac's fault. This part wasn't his fault. That them dudes didn't go and blow out the water. Because if they'd have blew out the water, then he get all the opportunity was there. You know what I mean? He couldn't from the door sign top out, Joe Smo, Joe Blue, Joe Black. From the door, I mean, he brought who he thought could blow up, and they stay properly up, and stay properly never blew up.
So you saying that to basically say, did not to downplay the certain attempts that was made. It was a couple attempts made.
Yeah, it was some. It was few attempts made.
Few attempts
Very
made.
few hours.
I ain't downplaying it.
You know what I mean?
But where the cats? This the cats I'm talking about, then, Con. I'm talking about the big bad cats.
Okay.
The real big bad cats.
Who are
that really made a big bag?
Who's the?
Kept
Here
it
we
pushing.
go. Here we go. So I know what you're saying now. All right, let's get to the point, man. As you saying, Shake?
Yeah.
All right. The tip of the point is, a lot of them dudes are suckers, man. The dudes who could do it, who should have came back and got it done years ago, they suckers on that tip. You know what I mean? Will Smith, he's a sucker when they come to that tip, man. He could have been came back here and laid that thing down on his own lane. I ain't saying he gotta go to the street. He never played in the street. He can go on the tennis court and, I mean, talk to parents on stand. That whole lane like that, that's a whole lane of, see, one thing about the world, it's full of weirdos more than so-called breadeds. There's a lot of weirdos out here. There's only a little percentage of real thoroughbred people. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always a lane for that, and that type music always gonna sell. It's who don't want to hear happy music. I mean, and that's what he produced, but he ain't never come here with it. You know what I mean? Then you had Jill Scott. You know what I mean? She could have came back here and did that.
No, see, Meech. Big Meech say Kevin Hart, right?
He could have did it too.
No. Let me bring some clarity to this here, right?
Yeah.
In hindsight of that.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is doing it in his own way, in his own lane with comedy. I don't think he got nothing to do with the music industry.
Right.
And probably don't know it and don't want it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can't include him just because of his paper.
Right.
And he from here. He ain't in the music. He in the comedy. And he put a couple cats from Philly on the comedy tip. You get what I'm saying? He be moving around helping dudes on a comedy level.
He do.
So I can't say that Kevin Hart fit the description. But music cats, you know what I mean? Eve. You know what I mean? People that made it big time.
They got it with that paper. Let's start from here again. The city of BSGS, right? On top of that, there's no loyalty when it comes to having confidence from building a foundation here up. Everybody here got wicked tongues, man. Most of the artists in Philadelphia can out-rap half the artists in New York, man. They better than half of them dudes just off me saying it. They ain't like going to a house and rehearsing none of that shit. They go do that, they'll blow New York out, man, on some real rap.
New York know that.
Yeah, they know that.
You don't think New York already testified to that.
You understand what I'm saying? What we don't have is their commitment to loving and hugging on each other, man. And they'll bring us in. Come on. Because they know we going to uplift their shit. When we get around, they're going to bite our style, how we wear our hats, how we tie our shoes, how
they've been doing it. They've been doing it.
How we say, what's the up? They want our whole, they on it. They biting off our whole tip, so come on in. I mean, they invited the mom house to make us, I mean,
But
cornbread.
that's the part that I don't respect, because in a nutshell, what you're saying is,
I don't do that. New York dude coming to Philadelphia, he can keep his flow. I don't want no
no,
part
but
of that.
let's go in now. See how you say you want to go in? We're gonna get to the point, right?
Let's do
You
it.
know how jokers always talking about a culture vulture. We gonna get to that in another episode.
All right.
But I just want to touch on it right here because it's relevant, right?
Right.
What you're explaining to me, when they get next to a cat just to take his whole flow and go back over here and make money, ain't that a culture vulture? Ain't that an example of a culture vulture?
No. 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 I don't think so.
You don't think that's an example of a culture vulture? Well, I must got the wrong definition of
No.
that.
No.
Because I thought a culture vulture
No.
was a person that preys on your culture to steal it, to take and benefit from it.
No, check it out, right? Real quick. And you stretching right here, Sheik.
Right.
I understand. You stretch. I see you stretching that too, right?
Right.
Check it out. When the word hour is included, a lot of others is excluded. You understand?
Right.
So our culture, that means it's not a lot of their culture. It's our, you know how they say, some people say our thing? You heard that saying with them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Our thing. This
Right.
is our culture.
Right.
So it's really okay for me to go to Bit North Carolina, stay there for a week, and the same way I came back from North Carolina a while ago, talking about what it do.
Right.
And we put our own little spin on it.
Right.
You understand? I wasn't no culture vulture.
Right.
Nah. What it is this is our culture, and it's a whole pot of gumbo. It all depends how you now mix it up.
Right.
I mean, it's not for the outside of our culture to come in our culture and dibble and dabble in our thing. That's
Gotcha.
the vulture. That's the vulture right there.
Gotcha.
I mean, this is our thing.
I get you.
I mean,
I get it. So yeah, I was reaching a little bit because I was ready to go in. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like this. And take the culture vulture part away.
Now,
I
dig
get
this
it.
real quick, right? As far as that side, I don't want no parts of that culture other than, and I'm lying, they do got some thorough shit in why, right? But I don't like they pre-hype stuff, right? Them dudes ain't late. See Jay-Z, he's about the latest back dude from New York you'll see on a real, I mean, smoothie groovy tip, right? Most of them dudes is rah-rah dudes. You see them coming a block away, right? They dress code is super whack to me, man. I don't like how they dress. Like, they don't put no ladies together for me. But they pockets stay on swole. They like North Philly dudes with the hustle. They get to the money. But they don't got none of our South Philly, North Philly fly. I ain't saying that. But as far as how they get money, that's how North Philly get money. As far as, not like how they get money though, because they get it like North Philly get it supersized. You know what I mean?
That's a supersized city.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so it's everywhere. It's like one big, the Bronx is like one big ass Kensington.
Right.
You know what I mean? The whole city of Kensington.
See, I'm gonna say this here, right? I'm gonna say this here, right? I agree with you that they're a different breed of people than us, right? But one thing that I gotta say, and I think we all agreeing on that, is they bought that paper.
Yeah.
They bought that paper, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what you have to be about.
And I respect that. They bought that paper.
We about that microphone, man.
Yup.
That microphone ain't paying no bills. How you can scramble words together and all that hip stuff, man. That lecture bill is due, dog. You gotta get that. If you gotta say A to B, C, D, E, and that make a million records sold, because it's real simplistic.
But do you think New York had a head start on us, on everybody? Put it like that, as it relates to the game, and that's why they pegged in the game that way.
They set it off, shit.
Right.
Right? They said no, they set it off. But for the last 10, 12, I'm gonna say last 20 years, it ain't been out New York. It
No, I'm
ain't
gonna
been
keep
out
it
New
real.
York.
Atlanta been busting their ass.
The whole South.
Chicago,
The whole South.
yeah, the whole South.
Atlanta made a new footprint, dog. Atlanta started a new footprint like in night. Jermaine Dupri started that stuff, man. I'm gonna take my hat off to him, man. That's who started all that movement out there, man. He started that stuff way back when I was leaving high school. I ain't know it. I ain't peeped the blitz. You know what I mean?
He definitely at the forerunner. You know what? Speaking of Jermaine Dupri, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of what we talking about, Philly artists and you know what I mean, how we
Yeah.
respected in the game. Remember I told you one time, they had Tiffy and my son up there, Jermaine Dupri. They was up there for like a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Tiffy came back and reported to me that Main Man said this: "I'll be happy when Philly artists start sounding like Philly artists again."
Mm.
That's what he laid on Tiffy and them when they was up there, yo. Meaning, what part of the hindrance maybe now with Philly is they doing everybody else bop, man. They trying to do everybody else bop.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Philly got a certain, to the outsiders, Philly got a signature sound too. You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So when he said that, I said, damn, ain't that something? See how the people on the other side look at, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm hip. I'm so hip, man.
Yeah, you know.
That also,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
also want to ask a question like this. What did that really mean? What was he really trying to say besides, I got what you said, right?
right,
But that don't stop what you said prior to that.
right,
We still need a foundation,
right,
a home base to come home to. And let
right,
our stuff come out our front door. Why are we going across seas or across state line to let our music come out our next man's front door?
right.
Because we missing a lot of food that way. They eating off too much on our plate that way, man.
And been doing it for the longest, man.
You know what I mean?
But peep another game,
They
though.
raping us here, man. Man, listen, man. People got to come out their pocketbook and create something home based, man. Keep it here, man.
That's bottom line. That's to the point.
You know what I mean?
That's to the point. You're right. So who gonna be the stand-up guys to do that, man?
I'm gonna tell
If
you what it
anybody
did.
watching, listen.
No. On some real rap, I'm gonna tell you what it did. It. My man Rob Roller, if he would still be alive, Raheem Allah, I believe he'd have cashed in already, man. He was that
Yeah,
kind of guy, man.
yeah, that's my man. You know,
Yeah, man, he was that
I
kind
had
of
a
guy, man.
real personal relationship with Rob, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, we from the same walk of teeth. Be in my house and everything,
Yeah,
my
you know
brother.
how me and Right, he took to me like we was best friends from the rip shake. I don't know what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I mean,
You know what it is. It's the
yeah,
bread.
I mean,
It's the bread. You know what I mean?
they
It's the
say
it's the it's the it's the it's the
it's a certain eye
it's
contact you
the
have, man.
textile. Remember,
You
it's
know
the
what I mean?
textile. That's what it is. It's the textile. It's the textured cloth, man. That
Right.
a joker cut
You can
from.
rub up against each other, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's
You
what
know how
happened.
that go.
We
That's
rubbed up
in any
against each
walk
other,
of
you
life.
know what I mean? It was all good vibes, man. I miss that guy
Yeah,
too, man. I
Rob was
really
a
do, man.
thoroughbred. He's a bread, man.
He really is, man.
He's a
I mean,
bread.
shout out
I gotta
Rob
take
Roller,
my hat
man.
off
Shout
to
out
him.
Rob Roller, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, bring that beat back. We was
Yeah, we still talking about the joint. We got a few
Yeah,
more minutes left to go in this quarter. We
right,
was talking about somebody. I was getting ready to make an appeal. I was trying to appeal to somebody, whoever, if somebody watching, right,
right.
that this mean anything to, or they got some type of influence or pull or some paper, and this topic means something to them, right?
Come on,
This
it's
what
time
I
for
wanted to
anything.
say. We gotta change that narrative. We really have to do something about that. We got to do something about that. We really do. I'm on a tip like if I had the bread, it'd be done.
It's been done. But
It'd have
you know
been
what?
done because I've
See,
been pro Philly. I've been
see,
pro Philly. I'm
see,
geographic.
see, I really got confidence, right? I really got a lot of confidence in this generation that a lot of people don't give these guys a lot of confidence in, right? They say these dudes ain't about their money. They say these dudes, they don't do this. Like, everybody be pounding youngins, right? But I really believe it's going to get developed from a young boy pretty soon. All right,
Mm,
we don't even expect who got the bread right here, right now. Probably even listening to us on the com somewhere playing the back seat or something.
right.
It's going to come out of his wallet. And it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You understand?
Cause they
I'm
cause
that
because I'm gonna
confident.
tell you what it
I'm
take.
confident like that.
It
See,
take it
see,
take a
see,
joker to
PG,
be,
right, Shay? I'm
huh?
gonna put it out there. I'm this kind. You know I am, Shay. I'm gonna talk it to existence, man. I'm that type boy, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk it all we to it come here. And I believe somebody here gonna bring it out their pocketbook, out their wallet, and break it out, make it happen. Real soon, too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
hope and pray because I want to see it. I need to see Philly get its just due from all the work we put in and all the talent that everybody knows exists here and how we always been
Hey,
not
man, we
able
should,
to really, you
hey,
understand what
man,
I'm
we should say
saying?
this song a little while back ago. Philly versus everybody.
Yeah.
That's still embedded in my left breast, man.
Philly versus everybody.
Philly versus everybody, man.
Listen, it's
That's,
Philly versus
that's my
everybody.
left breast,
Everybody
man.
hear that?
You know what I mean? I guarantee you, right? If you go anywhere out of state, anywhere, you don't gotta open your mouth. They gonna know that's a Philly boy. He Philly, right? They know it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we walk. We don't open our mouth, right? It's probably the yik that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Because
listen.
peep this. Everybody now want to wear a beard, right? And they
It's
don't even
time. It's
wear the
almost
beard
time.
right.
It's time to wrap up, Con.
No, I still got a minute. We there
We
on this,
got
John?
32 seconds. I want to wrap up, get them ready for the next show.
Go ahead, do what you do, baby.
Yeah, next show we back at it. Of course, Wednesday, 8 p.m., same time, same station, right? If you missed it, John, just tap into the YouTube, John, to the point YouTube page. All the 4 episodes. This episode 5 right here. If
Yes,
you ain't
right,
catch 1 to 5, go catch up. You know what I mean?
right. We in
We be
fifth
back
gear.
at it, man, with
We in
Wednesday.
fifth gear, shake.